I can't believe it. Where do they keep getting these Kirbys from? Next you're gonna be telling me there's been 15 of these 20 years of 8 years of Kirby. You just keep making more of them. Hello, what is this about? Oh, Mix It Up doesn't show animated emotes. That's weird. His emote that's just like as a still is very strange. It's just a fucking, I got a JPEG of this triangle. Ah, I forgot to set that up. That's fine. Hey, everybody, look at this kid's Dorito! Let me go get a cup of water. We'll be about time to be going. How did I get muted again? Thank you. Oh, I know how I got muted. I walked away. I walked away. Hello, world. It's me, Izv. How are y'all doing? Hi, Jenny. Hi, Mooware. Hi, Cameron. Hi, everybody else who might be lurking in the shadows. It's Saturday. How'd your week go? I normally don't stream on Saturdays because I prefer, am I still muted? Chat, if you can hear me, blink twice. Okay, good. Sometimes OBS lies about these things. We can't really trust. We can't trust the meters. They're falsifiable data. But hello. Hope you're all doing well. Normally I don't stream on Saturdays. I prefer to keep my options open. Big corporate visit, but I got some days off at least. I'm feeling you on the problems with big corporate right now. I'm having a lot of corporate issues. Don't like them, not one bit. I've actually been so angry and anxious lately that I put on the A-Team, and the wave of nostalgia that hit me left me tearing up just because I was like, oh, I'm not stressed for like 20 minutes right now. Wowie zowie. Well, that's just how it is, but that's fine. It was nice. It was nice to do that. I feel like I might have done that when I was playing games with Snake Man yesterday for his birthday, except I was too busy being mad that I was getting washed in Azumanga Fighter. But that's how it goes. We're here today. We're here on Saturday to do some cleanup, to do what I do best. Clean. We're gonna talk about some Kirby video games. A lot of talking, there'll be some playing. There's some things I need to boot up. This will be a very scattershot stream because we have lots of things to work with. I think easily enough. Don't mind me, I'm just doing push-ups while listening. All right, well, keep your peepers open because you're gonna need to see some things. You're gonna need to see some dark items, Cameron. I need to go over here because here's the first dark thing we have to look at. I'm sorry. We have to talk about this. We have to talk about Kid Kirby. No, what do you mean? I can't put it back. He's out. He's free. That's Kid Kirby. This is the very first known... Don't... Okay, no, this is fair, because you're declaring clown shoes on DMA designs, which I entirely understand. I, too, would declare clown shoes on DMA designs. 3D Plock-ass Kirby, yeah. So, this is a Super Nintendo game this was going to be basically... I can't say it's the first. It's one of the many third-party Kirby games that would have happened on the Super Nintendo. Much like a Kirby Puyo Puyo. Which it is mostly just say handled by not a Japanese team. Why does he have a cowlick? Because he's a baby. All babies have funny cowlicks. Well, he's in a crib. He's in a literal crib. He is simply baby. But to talk about, it's not, this game is a little hard to show off because it's just nightmares. There's just nightmare stills of it. This game was by DMA Designs. DMA Designs you either know for two things. One, because they made Lemmings, or two, because they became Rockstar North and made Grand Theft Auto. Also, I was thinking about Poggin while thinking about Cake. That's like, babies have like two emotions, and crying and pogging. Much like Kirby here. So, DMA Designs was going to make a Kirby game, one that used the Super Nintendo mouse, and was essentially a prequel to Kirby. You know them for making Space Station Silicon Valley? I guess that's the third one. So the point of this game, as far as I was aware, there's no like actual footage of this game. I don't know if it was ever actually compiled and ran. But the point of this game was that it was going to play with the mouse, and you're going to like click on Kirby, drag, and let him go and send him flying. I forget what game this is essentially a copy of. Angry Birds, I think, was the one the Wikipedia demonstrated. Oh, hey, let me turn this off because it's going to be a bunch of stuff. This music thing. It's also not going to work once I actually turn the music off for when we need to play actual video games. But there is thankfully quite a bit of information about this game now. There was a new data dump about it. By the way, if you think this Kirby render is bad, here's Prince DDD. I think his big button belt buckle is pretty cute, but the rest of him is a nightmare. Little Grobby does look like an insect. I have another key art for this game, so we don't have to look at this. I do have a couple of scans here. Oh, we have the box art too. We can look at that really quickly. It's a bit of a... The levels on this scan are pretty fucked up, I think. But, you know, this lets you know what this looks like. However, I do have something a little more. This is one of the assets from the game. This is the sprite sheet for Kid Kirby, where you'd click him and drag him and snap him and send him off flying. As you can tell, the sprites, the very strange coloration on Kirby. The other bit is that there is some data dumps of level assets. I don't remember. I believe one of the developers released a bunch of the assets a while ago. So long ago that it was on Flickr, of all things. Let me see if I can find his name really quickly. Let's see. Mike Dowley's asset review. Formerly of DMA Designs. It was said Nintendo was very fed up with this project and canned it. Poor sales of the Super Nintendo mouse and the fact that the game could never be played with additional joypads for some of the reasons of the inevitable cancellation. The leak here, the screenshot, this one is from Nintendo Mexico, Club Nintendo Mexico. But the nice thing, though, pretty recently, there were some more leaks for it. Not more leaks, but more data was revealed, such as a bit of the manual mock-up, where we have text here for what would have appeared in the manual. Dreamland is a place so far away in the sky that it would take weeks and weeks to get there, even if you ran all the way. When you arrived, you got your breath back, and you'd see the land of magic and mystery, enchantment and illusion. If you're lucky, you might see a pudgy pink ball of cuteness called Kirby. If it was a long time ago, past last week even, you might even seen Kirby when he was very young. Just a kid, in fact. It was always bright in Dreamland. Even the nights weren't too dark. And on this particular bright day, Kirby decided that he fancied having an adventure of some sort. He was still innocent and didn't realize that adventures could get young pudgy balls into all sorts of trouble. So that was why he didn't hesitate to gather together all of his equipment. He had been putting together a special adventure kit just in case something interesting might happen. In the town square, all the concerned oldsters were mumbling and debating that something that Kirby quite can't hear. They all seemed to be terribly bothered, so bothered in fact that they completely ignored him. And then the text gets cut off. It's a little too saccharine. There's also, I won't put this up, but another drop. Where did this go? This was on a Twitter account. This was dropped around June. And I have, is this what README is this? Of course that wouldn't work. Yep. Where's the link that I want? Dang it. Told you this was gonna be a little out of control today. That's a good way to put it, Jenny. Let's see. Plans for the paragraphs. 3 scenes. First of Kirby been asleep. Second of Kirby emerging from his house. The third of the Dream Spring. What could it all mean? First, Kirby wakes up to a commotion about the Dream Spring. Next, he sees all the fuss, and afterward, the spring itself is the subject. Here would have been the opening text crawl for the game, as leaked out by, god damn it, give me his name. Where's my man's name? Steve Hammond was the person that gave us some more of these DMA Designs documents. So this is what he dropped in his PDF. Kirby was dreaming in Dreamland because that's what you're supposed to do there. Dreams were warm and cute. But his dreams were cut short by a big commotion outside. Kirby put away his dreams so he could use it later on. Nothing seemed to be wrong at first, but he watched something amazing happen. The Dream Spring stopped. Well, this just wouldn't do, would it? He would have to restart it. He packed away his adventure kit to deal with anything he might find. This mystery was going to be solved. Stepping outside, brave little kid Kirby started on a path that would lead all over Dreamland. Good luck. Oh, and speaking of horror, here's one other thing. Here's another design sketch of our old kid Kirby, speaking Kirby-ese, or he's just a food language. Some of this would have appeared in the manual. The manual mock-up that one of the pages has this as a very poorly extracted bit of JPEG. It says poi. It's a good shorthand. It's like when Mario speaks gibberish in like Superstar Saga, but that just doesn't have any sort of like text component to it. It's not bad. Though I don't think any of these food items are typically like very Kirby. They're all fruit, which says to me more like Pac-Man. We have a couple more images I'll pull out here. Some select assets from some of the stages. So this is a bit hard to see. We'll rearrange this. We'll blow this up real quick. This would have been one of the stages. I think I pulled this one. No sound? Thank you for the resubscription, Sayara. Welcome. I might need to refresh. I might need to restart my overlay. We'll do that in a bit. Nobody else resubscribe. Nobody else do anything good while we're doing this. You hear me? I can see you from behind this PNG file.
Don't worry about it.
But I don't like this aesthetic. I know that it's still like a production game, so the grid helps, but the grids make it look more like a Sonic or an Amiga game. Yeah, it looks like a very messy Sonic stage. You know, again, all this stuff was for a game that was not finished, so it's to be expected. Muware gets one, but thanks, Muware, you fixed it. We also have this. This is the Fountain of Dream stage itself, which doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like a fountain. Oh, seasonal. It's almost time. It's almost spooky season time. We'll have to cover that in a future session. I'll find some time while I'm crunching Kirby in October to play at least one spooky game. I already got it picked out, but we're on the Kirby track right now. But yeah, this is about all that I have for Kid Kirby. There's not too much information about it besides some asset leaks and some general information about how it would have played. There's no prototype known about it, or like no dumped prototype that I could like boot up and play. There's no video footage of it from like an E3 event or Space World or anything like that because it's a Super Nintendo game. It's pretty old. Where did... Oh, there it is. It is just a forgotten game about Kirby that thankfully never came out, in my opinion. What? Sonic the Hedgehog, how did you get here? Hold on. Why is this song here? Oh. Right. I understand. I know how it got here. From that time we played Smash Brothers, or I watched people play Smash Brothers. It's fine. I sent him away. I told Sonic it's not his time. His was last year. Though ironically, like, my whole like project here was inspired by DigiLily and her 30 years of Sonic thing that she was doing last year. And about this time last year was when everything exploded on her and the feature stopped and she hasn't like been around. And honestly, everything's exploding for me. So I feel like if you try to do a year-long celebration of some franchise's 30th anniversary, you're putting some sort of darkness on yourself. But I think we can move on from that and we can talk about another canceled Kirby game. Let's do this one first, because this one's pretty self-explanatory. Turn this off. find my browser. Alright, I didn't get a chance to set this up. To the dark side of the moon, I wish. It's pretty cool over there. That's not the one. I need to move this Hokuto no Ken thing to another window at some point. To another scene. This is actually about right. That's not the right button though. I always screw that up. Does this look familiar? Have you seen this game before? Let's pause the music for a second. Switch audio devices, and I can show you this game. There he goes. Goodbye. There it is. There's we have a little bit of footage from Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2. This is from Space World 2001. As you can see here, the way it was played is that you have one of the Game Boy Advanced connection cables that would plug into a GameCube controller slot. I imagine there would be some sort of cartridge hardware you plug into the GBA for the accelerometer. And then you control Tilt and Tumble entirely through your GBA. I'm personally thankful this game never came out purely for the aspect of this feature, because I would have to like hunt down a GBA. Have to hunt down a GBA. I know, right? Oh, I could have gotten a second. No, I didn't need to hunt down a GBA. I would just need to hunt down a second GameCube, wire the GameCube into the other GameCube with the GBA player. Yeah, that would have worked. That would have worked. Is there... This game was canceled. It was not totally canceled at first. They de-Kirby-fied it. And called it Rolorama. And it was shown at E3 2002. Oh, hey, okay, I do have some footage. We can see what this game became before it was immediately destroyed. Look at that. There's no Kirby. You're just a fucking mass of polygons. Oh, I'm getting a feedback loop here. Music too loud. Look at that cube roll. Wow, this is so much cuter than Kirby. What a great idea you had, Nintendo executive, to say, take the Kirby out of this game. I've totally lost all audio. Okay. Can you believe they de-Kirby'd that game? I feel like that might have like assisted in it being canceled, because why would you want to play the polygons roll around game on your Nintendo GameCube? Yeah, we're not here for stage debut. No stage debuts allowed. Hi, Envy. I'm okay. I hope you're doing well. I say I'm okay. I opened the stream about complaining about how I'm 100% not okay. So that basically catches us up to almost where we're at. I already talked about the canceled Kirby Dream Bowl 64 and the N64 version of Air Ride when we covered Air Ride, because those games actually came out. Like that game, that canceled product eventually evolved into the air ride that we got. But there was another game that was canceled and eventually evolved into the game that we got. Where is it? And that would be Kirby GameCube. We can see some illustrations here for the GameCube version. Actually, you know what I should do instead? Don't do this. Pop this bad boy back open. That's not it. Hokuto can't get out of here. We need to go here. Yeah. This looked like a video game we played. Got the water power. You got friends. You got clean. Baby, we weren't ready for a world with the clean power yet. Remember this guy for though. Keep this guy in mind. This big DDD robot. Oh, he's so cool. We do have another couple clips of the GameCube Kirby game. And then I can show some more of those magazine scans. Uh-oh, this one's a 16:9. Let's fix that real quick. This, though, we just have a couple of clips from stage, from either Space World or E3. I don't remember exactly which one. Doesn't matter too much. You can see some more stuff. You can see this cool DDD repairing the robot clip. That's it from that angle. And then there's another one. Showing some more powers. Ooh, hold on. Actually, I just noticed this. It looks like Kirby's wearing a hard hat with his hammer instead of the usual old-timey hammerin' dude headband. I really like the formation here. That would have been a cool mechanic that I think eventually like sort of surfaces in a game we'll play in the future. Yeah, Hell was really good. Like the Smash Brothers game, fucking Air Ride looked really good, and like Return to Dreamland also looked really good with the Wii, which was very similar hardware. Let's go back here. This isn't it. Give me the magazine scan. Give me that magazine scan. Here's one of the magazine scans. So we can also see here, you can see in the far right, you can see the mechanical sketch for our Super Robo DDD. And you can see up and to the left of that, or in the middle, you can see a bomb enemy on a ball. We saw him a little bit in one of the trailers as a helper friend. Which would have been an interesting evolution of the ball enemy, or the ball power. But I don't think that has ever surfaced in any future Kirby games. We saw Clean. Clean will appear again later in a future game we're going to play. You can see some of these stage designs that look pretty nice. You can see them on the top left. You can see the purported design for our boss of this game, who looks a little generic. But overall, he looks like a Kirby enemy. And we got a couple more. We got another scan from a different magazine for this game. No, I just really like the Clean power-up. The Clean power-up is really funny. You got a broom. All the animal interactions with the Clean, that's the best. I love Clean. Clean is such a good power. Here we go. Here's another scan. I'm going to blow portions of this up. Because this is a very clean scan. You can see the stack. The stacking concept that would be, you could use that in Return to Dreamland, though there wasn't much use for it besides just like your buddy gets to take a break. It would have been nice to actually like use it as a sort of formation where everyone can use their abilities on the stack. Oh, hey, this is just the full scan of the previous thing I looked at. Good report, nice. You can see some Knuckle Joe. You can see, I think that's like the Flygon there. Not the Flygon, but that dragon. Blow it up. Look at that, you can see the dragon. Definitely some more elements that would eventually appear in Return to Dreamland. But I'll eventually undo my way to where I want to be. This wasn't the only game. This wasn't the only game we lost. There were 2 other GameCube Kirbys that were not ever released, and there's no footage of them or anything. There's just a couple screenshots. Firstly, we have a full 3D Kirby game. It was shortly developed on the GameCube. Developed pretty much near the end, as far as I'm aware. Which would have been interesting. It would have predated our finally full-featured Kirby 3D game now, but this aesthetic is pretty interesting. We'll see this aesthetic in the future with other games that were released on the 3DS of all things, but we'll talk about that in the future when we get there. And then, along with that, there was a 2D game that had a very cute art style. It reminds me of how like Wario Land Shake It works. So you can tell that it's kind of 3D with the cell shading, and then everything looks illustrated. I also like the UI in the bottom left. Out of context, it just seems like Kirby has a normal meter, where if his meter gets too full, he will be not normal anymore, as opposed to him just being powerless here. It was also sort of believed this would sort of work like Squeak Squad a bit, because you can see in the top left where there's a treasure icon. So possibly it could be like Squeak Squad, where you're collecting treasure through bits of stages. Could have been like Great Cave Offensive. This was supposedly pretty close to being done before it was canned. And I would have loved to actually see what it had become, but alas, it's just lost to the time. One of the 3 lost Kirby games on the GameCube that we'll never see. I think that goes with all the canceled Kirby games that we're aware of up to this point. So I think that knocks us out of that. So I think now in time, maybe a good time to talk about maybe the farthest back thing that I forgot about. Because all these would have been about 5 years ago from our 2012 timestamp point. So I think it would be for our best interest that I pause this and I go to this screen. What's ISV doing here? What are you up to, you silly robot? Well, you see, I have to use a software emulator for this one, because I simply nothing hardware-wise I can support this with. Where is this? Are you ready? No, this is honestly, this is a jam.
I'm interested in this.
Hi, show. So I think there's probably somebody out there that's done a fun whole fucking e-reader. Whole e-reader stream. Probably. There has to be at this point.
Scan that code.
Well, Dot's streaming somewhere else right now, so we can't scan her. So let's just go into this thing and scan something else instead.
You need more dot codes to start.
I need more dot codes. Yeah,
Scanning
we
of
did
dot
it.
codes complete. Start application. Save this application.
No, that's okay. We don't need to save this application. Hello, surprise! I'm playing a game. Welcome to Kirby Slide. Let's turn this music down a little bit. It's a slide puzzle! Hmm. So this, you may know, was released for a specific reason. I need to identify the actual missing piece, which is the bottom left. Uh-oh. Yeah, it has training room music. You're not, I guess you're not wrong. I'm getting close.
I'm interested in this.
Don't you love slide puzzles? Aren't you glad you collected both of the e-reader cards to make this slide puzzle work? I'm just going in circles here, aren't I? He's so close! I don't want to rotate the top row. The top row is done. Look, this should count, you know? Hmm. Maybe I need to work from the top left, and then... Oh. Ah! Look, if I've played enough Resident Evil 4 that I know if I just press buttons randomly enough, the slide puzzle will solve itself. Come on. Will it work? I say this pretending I have a strategy to impress all of my internet friends. Blue bricks at a time. I mean, you could just turn off your GameCube. Oh, look, watch this. Hold on, check this shit out. Where did the game? There it is. There we go. Look at that. How much more pleasant. We put myself right back in the same sort of situation. I solved it. Look at that. Hold on, can I rewind? Hold on. No, rewind doesn't work. Oh, you got a little bit of the fanfare for my success. Look at that. I told you if I just smash the button. Oh no, hold on. My ass is blocking this fine sandwich. There you go. Now we've played Kirby Slide, the last Kirby game of pre-2012 that I skipped over. But you see the real reason that we played this game. Yep, come back here. Come back here. Pop this bad boy back open again. Not you. Not you. It's not your time yet. Huh? Where did it go? I did not correctly set this part up. I thought I opened all of these already. But this Kirby, that's a name you should know. Was done to promote this thing. He's the star of the show. He's more than you think. He's got maximum pink. Kirby's the one. He comes right back at ya. He comes right back at ya. Give it all that you got. Take your very best shot. He'll send it right back at you for sure. Yeah.
How can I help you, King DDD?
I need a monster to claw with that there Kirby.
That's what we do best at NME.
You better get it with a money back guarantee.
Kirby, saving the day. Kirby, he's here to stay.
Don't do that to Kirby, please. Was it that much later than all of the other ones? Because this would have happened around the same time F-Zero GP Legend was an anime. I found out that this show, Right Back At Ya, had a lot of Sakurai overlooked a lot of it, working a lot with the anime producer. What is his name? What is the director's name? Soji Yoshikawa. Soji Yoshikawa, whose previous works include... he directed Mystery of Mom. I should have looked this up beforehand. What a fucking... Oh, wow, I can't believe this director of Kirby It's Right Back At You was the director for Mystery of Mamo. Several episodes of Tomorrow's Joe. Oh... A lot of Tatsunoko superhero anime like Time Bokan and Gai King and Zambot 3. He worked on television shows like that. Not as the director. He's not credited here. I'd love to know what his credits are for these. He worked on fucking Zabungle and Vodums as well. And Lensman. Lensman's a fascinating thing to talk about some other day. Oh, he's a screenwriter for all these. Got slightly confused because he's also listed as an animator for the original run of Astro Boy in the 1960s. He, however, I like his quote about Right Back At You, which is more or less, he's like, yeah, video game anime adaptations are usually not very good, but I feel very strongly about Kirby, and I think we can make something good here. Let's go with this as well. Let's watch the Japanese OP. Huh? Give me the fucking... so I can see the subtitles here. Do you know this had 4 seasons? I guess that makes sense. If there was an American producer bankrolling this, they'd have to crack over 90 to get to syndication. I don't know how that would work in, let's say, Japanese television. Look at that. I think the nicest thing I can say about the Right Back At You anime is Kirby's voice actress is Kirby's voice actress from the games. Anytime you hear her going Poyo, it's her. Now the DDD version of the OPs, does that exist?
DDD, that's the name you should know. DDD, he's the king
Look
of
at
the
him.
show. You'll holler and hoot, he'll give Kirby a boot. DDD is the one.
He comes right back at ya. He comes right back
The era this came out, this definitely sounds like one of the dub actors from that was working on Ultimate Muscle.
I help you, King DDD.
I need a monster to claw with that there Kirby.
That's what we do best at NME.
You better get it with a money back guarantee.
No, baby DD. This is okay. This is the episode I actually want to watch. The one I know the most about. Because all anime, if any anime that goes on long enough, they make a cartoon about making anime.
Coming at you. Yeah.
And it's always good, as demonstrated by Golden Boy's finale. There's also one for the JP one. Okay. This is probably too long. I don't want to show too much of this, mostly because I don't want to get my VOD destroyed. Interestingly enough, this show is actually going to be out this year on Blu-ray, in Japanese at least. So I would not be surprised if in the very near future you'll find someone who will probably mux the English dub over the Japanese Blu-ray version of this. Which I wonder how well that'll work. You see a lot of things here are done. There's some traditional animation, but there's also some
Coming at you. Yeah.
3D animation done in here.
It's like they drew these with their eyes closed.
You can see these are
Our lines are
I don't, like I said, I don't want to watch too much of this because I don't want to get nuked. I think it's worth talking about. And there's a lot of interesting things that happen in this show that make it a kind of a funny Monster of the Week show. Dumb DDD voice the problem is that DDD like never actually talks too much. We'll run into some games in the future where he has text boxes, but I can only like hear DDD making the weird like roar sounds, his funny little laughter, his Sakurai laugh. Also, Australian Rick also upsets me somewhere. I don't know why he's Australian in the dub. Can I get Australian Rick? Will that actually... Australian Rick Kirby. I'll get one of these. The didgeridoo.
Hey, mate, you must be Kirby. My name's Rick. I believe you're headed in this direction. Good day.
There he is. Hispanic Mennonite. Yeah, Antonio Bandeira. I can't remember the actor's name. But yeah. Zorro Meta Knight is very funny-o. Funny-o? I'm already falling apart here, and we've only been at this for about an hour. But yeah, this was produced in 2001, and lasted until 2003. It's fucking 4 2-core seasons, cracking in about a little... Actually, we cracked exactly 100 episodes. It's so good. I know Snake Man was watching it in his Discord for a while, and I never was able to catch on to it. Maybe at some point, well, when I can do an alternate stream where I just want to watch the anime about making a cartoon one. Maybe we'll do that next year, so that maybe we can see it in super high definition Blu-ray rips. Let's see. That clicks for Right Back At Ya. So I think now we need to go somewhere special. We need to go here. I need to go about here. I got a surprise for y'all. It's a Nintendo Wii. So let's move on. Let's go back and cover some of the things. Oh, I fucked up. No, ignore this. Ignore the Wii. Pay no attention to the Wii behind the mirror. Let's cover some of the media that we've missed for where did I had a button that vanished. What the fuck? I'm so mad. Whatever. I'll figure out where that went later. Let's watch some commercials. Let's talk about Epic Yarn. Because I believe that would have been in the next game that we haven't done commercials for.
Kirby's not just yarn.
As usual, thank you to Vinny64 for this compilation. We'll be able to see the commercials for every region. This is pretty nice. This is fun. This is whimsical.
And Kirby's not just a tank, he's a car, a sub, a flying saucer, and more.
We're gonna
Kirby's
ignore
Epic
the part where
Yarn,
it says
rated E for
Kirby is a
everyone.
sub.
The Wii system and 2 games are now $199.99.
Patchland is the perfect place to play together.
I always end up helping Sarah out, but sometimes her special powers can come in handy.
Oh, come on, we're a great team. We're the best at discovering secrets.
It's very cute that the
And
British
after
one
a
is
while,
putting
we
over
just have to
the
decorate
co-op
Kirby's
aspect
house,
of this game.
even though we never agree on where to put things.
Kirby's Epic Yarn, only on Wii.
This reeks of a Japanese commercial. Yeah, when I played it with BB, I had a great time. May have been my favorite Kirby game that we've revisited so far. Maybe mostly because I got to play it with another person. Yeah, I'm really weirded out why they made a 3DS version of Epic Yarn and not like another Switch version. Considering, you know, even like because of the co-op nature and of Switch, it's very easy to have a 2-player setup. But that would have to be between Nintendo and Good Feel Company. I talked about it pretty briefly when we were playing, but this game is another contractor Kirby game, not made directly by HAL, but made by Good Feel. Good Feel is actually a company that was founded by ex-employees of Konami, of all things. Good Feel mostly had done, up until this point, educational software,
Well, they've got completely
educational
different
games.
hobbies. Lana loves ballet, Rocco loves football. It's great to have the Wii because it's a common interest for him and his sister. Well, my favourite game for them
And
to play together
they
is
pitched this
Kirby.
game, or I don't know how the business
Kirby's
arrangement
bright,
came to be.
It's fun, it's safe, no one dies,
Feel
they work as a
Company.
team.
No problems
The Wii's
moving
been
on.
great for
Also,
us as a
hello.
family.
I never
There's
said
something for
properly say hello.
everybody.
Bring the family together with Nintendo Wii, now at its lowest ever bundle price of around £129.
Oh yes, Good Feel also made Shake It. Royal Land Shake It.
What's pink, made out of yarn, and incredibly cute? Kirby in Kirby's
Oh,
Epic
okay,
Yarn
that was a
for
good
Wii.
present.
Yin Yarn, an evil sorcerer, has transformed Kirby into yarn, and only he and his friend Prince Fluff can save the world of Patchland. Everything in Kirby's
are a
Epic
little
Yarn
boring.
reflects its patchwork world, from the different levels,
It's
the
very much-
adorable baddies, and
Let's
even
go to the Japanese commercials. Oh, look, I was right! Yes, they also worked on the Yoshi stuff. They also worked on portions of Mario and Luigi Dream Team. They have their own not like Nintendo affiliated game coming out pretty soon. Or maybe it came out last year, Monkey Barrels. It's just funny to think about how this game has like shares creative bloodline with Buster Bust Loose and some of the other like Konami, like Batman. I think Batman Returns was another one that was listed as The director or producer for this game worked on that as a programmer. This is like the ultimate, like, all of my interests in all of the things that I've streamed to like cross-section into this game. Oh, let's go ahead and do this one.
Wii ケイトのカービィ。
彼氏と
彼女、ほら私を捕まえてごらんなさい。
待ってよ。うわ、この花すげえ可愛い。
はい、今なんつった？
え？
私とこの花どっちが可愛いのよね。どっちよ。
I regret clicking
何
to
言っ
this
てん
one.
だよ。君が一番だって。
ありがとう。
うわ、見てこのビーズすごい綺麗。
ビーズと私どっちが綺麗なの？どっちなんだよ。マジねし、マジありえし、マジ握り拳。おい。
何握り拳って。
どっちなんだよ。
Wii ケイトのカービィ。
Hi, Holly. How's it going? Welcome. Jorts. Shoutouts to you and your Jorts.
いやー、さすが部長、ゲーム
Ah, you're playing FF14.
超一流ですね。
カナダ君もなかなかやるじゃない。
いや部長、ここはね間違いなく上からねこう
いや、ここはな下からだ。
下からなんすよね。そうなんすよね。でここは一気に。
いや、ここはな
慎重にやっちゃいますよね。
よし、ここは
Oh, I want that. I'm so
何
hungry.
をしてるんだ。
あ、すいません。いやこれ、おい、じゃあこっちじゃあ、部長。
Wii ケイトのカービィ。
カナダ君。
すいません。先輩と
後輩。
よっしゃ、川島、俺についてこい
Who
よ。
are these two? I wish I had actually looked at these ahead of time to be like, who are these two, like, Manzai idiots?
手進まん。まあ俺のゴーサイ待ってよお前。なんだこいつ。おいやべえぞ。
めっちゃビビってんじゃないですか。
ビビってねしみからじゃん。あ、やべえ。
もういいですよ、一人行きますから。
Wii ケイトのカービィ。
よっしゃ、準備体操終了。今から本気出そう。
そうっすね。
ハート、息子。ちょっと早くしろよ。
ほらちょっと待って。
何してんだよ、もう置いてくぞもう。
あ、さとちゃん。
だからその呼び方やめろだしマジで。
これがよしこうで。
I need to travel back in time 10 years to figure out who these two comedians are and stop them.
あら、優しい子。
はあ、別にそんなんじゃねえし。
Wii ケイトのカービィ。
グリグリやんなよもう。
Oh, this is cute though.
天使に出会った。ちょっと。
Alright, that'll conclude the commercial section of this. Let's go back here. It's Wii time. Where's the Wiimote? There it is. So there was a couple of things in this game I didn't get a chance to show off. If I can ever, I need to do some rearranging here. This will also be a little tricky because I need to be a little further back. Hey! Now so I can turn off my desktop audio now. The as in 4x3. I'm like 4x3 blind at this point somehow. I like completely don't register when things aren't in the correct aspect ratio. I can't fix my height, so I'm just gonna be in the way here. Here you can see this is my actual Wii save file. So you can see I have collected most of everything. There's a lot of extra stuff to do in this video game. Loads of stuff in Epic Yarn. There's even a bunch of extra stages that me and BB clicked. Why is it called Epic? I assume it has to do with the phrase spinning a yarn. As in telling an epic story, like telling a far-fetched story. So this in here, this is the apartment section. So if I back out real quickly. Sorry, we have real Wii loading times now. We can see our landlord here that me and BB avoided this entire time. And they have this whole apartment set up. So let's go to the furniture shop real quick. Anything I can buy here? All sold out. Leave the shop. Get out of here. Let's go back into Kirby's house. Kirby's pad. Well, he's staying here in Patchland. Let me turn this game up a little bit. Alright, that'll be good enough. So you notice that if I hold the Wii in a different direction, or the Wiimote at the screen, I can now rearrange all this furniture as I see fit. I can place new things, all those things we collected throughout the game. I can put this ottoman down here. Just play, you know, fun little arrange Kirby's house. I can pick up stuff that used to be there already and just move it around, put on this little frog. Can I restack this? No. No! There we go, that's fine enough. Kirby's patchler pad? Not quite. I can also reupholster the area. Oh, hold on, reupholster? How do I do this? Huh? I can change the wallpaper. Change the floor. Ah, I see. Reupholster. That's just picking things up and moving them again. Which doesn't make any sense to me, because you can do that at any point. I can put things away. I don't need this fountain in here. It's done. We're done here. You can just play the fun little, create your own little Kirby house. There is other things, however, here within the apartment building. There's some challenge stages. Come here. So we have Zeke's hide and seek. You can go find where Zeke's hiding out. We can say Zeke's deeked, baby. Got one of them. There he is. Come out. Cut that out, Waddle Taking this away from you. You take a bath? Update your bath status, mister. There we go. No, I'm just making sure Waddle Dee doesn't cause any trouble, you know? I don't want him to get harmed with that sharp implement. Alright, clearly I missed one back here. Oh, I can't escape that direction. Escape any of these directions, or am I shit out of luck? Alright, no, I made it. Where is he at? Golly Gee video games sure are hard. So you may have noticed I never actually fully completed this whole finding the Zeke section. There he is. Found them all. I did play a lot of this game when it first came out. However, there's simply too many things. Yay! Prince Fluff takes credit for for finding everyone. Hi, Themisia, thank you for the follow. So we can play some more hide and seek with our friend here, or we can go check out what else is in here. I think we'll do a sweep of these, and that'll conclude our little look here. Check out what Beatrix and Carrie do. And then we can go see what we missed in Return to Dreamland. Ah, collect enough beads. I never did these because they don't seem very fun. We can listen to this nice music though, at least. Jellyfish in bead shape. Oh, look at him! I must consume this Waddle Dee's existence, though. I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. I forgot there's another thing here while we're hanging out with our friends. Oh, can I not? I thought you could redecorate their apartment, but not the case, unfortunately. Have to just settle for doing your own. I swear there was a race portion of one of these. Let's go! This is the race one, I guess. Oh. Can I throw Carrie? No. I needed that. I needed your body. Sorry, Waldy. You're being sacrificed for science. Oh, I could have. I see. Waddle Dee! I'm on a mission! Doesn't understand the importance. What? I can't. Okay. No! Well, that was weird. Why did that not work immediately? Huh? What do I need? Oh, I know what I need. I know what I'm screwing up. Well, this is a bummer. This is a bit of a pickle. I'm doing it though. We'll solve this issue. Not my fault I didn't think that went through all the way. I have the data now to make this possible. Except I can't because of the dead zone on Kirby's yarn whip. Now I'm bumping into everything, it sucks. No, honk honk. Maybe I'm just really bad at using a D-pad. This might explain all the things that happened to me in Rumbleverse. I ain't got the time. I ain't got time to yarn. Ain't got time to bead. There we go. Got there in the end. Good jump. I did it, congrats. I think also we'll check out one of the stages we skipped on our initial playthrough. Yeah, it's fine, no. The only thing that matters is the W. It doesn't matter how you obtain the W. What are you, the landlord's here, hold on. Oh, wonderful, Prince Fluff, Lord Kirby, I'm looking for you everywhere. I have one more favor to ask of you. It'd be so nice to expand Quilty Court to 3 floors, but I need more beads. Oh, do you think you can give me 25,000 beads? Oh, perfect. I don't know why I was so nervous just asking. Thank you. Come find me once you got the beads. All right. I didn't know there was a whole other thing here that I never unlocked because it requires doing all of the bonus stages. All right, landlord. You want your blood money? Well, we're not gonna do that. If I remember correctly, actually now I remember why. We'll look at one. To actually get people in these apartments, you need to have this specific treasure, I believe, and you'll see an outline of it. Yeah, look at this. All this stuff. Do I have this stuff? What is a totem pole? Oh, what is this? No. One has a funny little star on the top. Uh-oh, do I not have this? Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. These pancakes are so small. What the heck? I need bigger pancakes than that. Ah, here it is. Just a chimney in the middle of the house. The thing has a bit of a tombstone shape. Here Here it is, the outdoor bath. What a perfectly normal household we have here. Just Stellar, a wonderful job. You have a knack for this, Lord Kirby. I'll take one look around here and all I gotta say is yes! I'm Buster, by the way. Of Bust Loose fame. Oh, marvelous, Lord Kirby, another tenant. All right, Buster, what's your minigame? Buster's Training. Ah, it's a battle game. Well, we're gonna not do that right now. As you can see, if you want to 100% this game, there's plenty of extra material in here beyond just doing the stages. Let's... go to Dreamland. And do one of these stages, these end stages we skipped. Like Battleship Hallbred. Gurren Lagann voices. Gurren Lagann will be back next week. We'll have the finale for that. Oh! I don't know why I purposely went to the shmup stage. Probably just because I wanted to hear the Meta Knight theme. There it is! I guess I did do this stage because I know I had that Meta Knight, the Meta Knight sword. The Meta Knight sword? Oh, this bastard. Look at him, he's back in yarn form. Dingarobi. Where's the hand though? No hand? That's fine. Oh, I love how the cloud portion of the flyer just kind of wiggles around. I got wedged. I know I've done this then. I saw that mask in my collection. So I guess I did 100% all the stages. That's where my 80%, 88% in the save file came from. I was missing 12% of the bonus game material. Or maybe I'm also not have the gold whatever it is, the gold medal for all of these stages. Yep, I didn't even get a pop-up for that CD, so I know I've definitely done this before. It's the core! Just like in Superstar. No, my okay! currency! My fight money! I'm about to get unraveled. Hey, I already have the gold here. Nice! Less nice. See, that's one of the stages we skipped. There's a couple more. I'm not going to show them all off. Because I think we can say that'll successfully conclude our time here, checking out the remnants of Epic Yarn. So I think then, in that case, what we could do, just so I can stay on this scene. Oh wait, hold on, let me, It's saved, I know it did. So we can stay on this scene, let's do something else. I didn't bring the other game up here. Give me one second, I'll be right back. Cancel that, I did bring the game up here. Here it is, exciting new game about to come out. Return to Dreamland. Got an advanced copy on the Wii. I think I made that joke the second time we played this. I also see that the image for some reason is off on Return to Dreamland. Like coming off of a real Wii, this is off, slightly off center. I feel like you never know when you're getting into these. Ooh, hey, I did 93% of the main game on this one. So this one we can mostly, just need to check out one thing, and that would be Scope Shot, the game that uses the pointer. Arena is Arena. Obviously, you're gonna fight all of the bosses in the game, which I don't want to do. Maybe we'll do it. But to properly play this game, it's a solid game. It's a solid game. Nothing particularly wrong with it. Take aim, press A to shoot. Work together to destroy everything. Hold A to charge up your shots. Once using blue sparks, release A to fire a charge shot that's 5 times stronger than normal. If you destroy enough parts, the weak point will be exposed. This is true of all robots. Shoot the spot and destroy the robot and clear the stage. If you get hit by a missile, you become temporarily stunned. Try to shoot down missiles before they reach you. If you run out of time, it's game over. Do as much damage as you can before your time runs out for a high score. It's a good game. It's a solid Kirby game. Not the best Kirby game. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's definitely, I feel like after all the time that had been since like a console Kirby game, Kirby game with co-op, this game, like, got exactly what you wanted out of it. Uh-oh, hold on. Alright. Go for complete destruction! so proud of his war crime. Mission complete! I wonder who it'll be in mission 2. Change mission. There's no pilot though. Steering wheel is human interface. Robot Chef Kawasaki! This music is literally not in place. go. This is the scope shot game of Return to Dreamland. This is the one I couldn't play with Snake Man because it required pointers, which I'm now just playing on my actual Wii with an actual Wiimote. It'd be nice to actually play this with another person, however, it's just so not feasible. The Robo DDD. Alright, let's see if we can beat Robo DDD. I said it is too much Robo Gore. I like his, like, Zaku pipe head. He's got fin funnels! What the? No, not fin funnels, normal funnels. He's got Zaku shoulder pads too, he's so good. made it somehow, though. Whew. Yeah, I didn't have time to shoot the UFO. Second phase. Ooh, okay, you're supposed to play this with multiple people. So I suppose if you're having trouble actually falling DVD robot, shoot at the UFO for bonus points. In the first stage, not Kaboo, what's his name? I can't remember the airship's name that doesn't show up ever. Alright, there we go. We've seen all of mission scope shot. I'm trying to vaguely recall what the hell the thing is called. We've taken care of. I'm glad I could have finally avenged you, Mokuniabe. Mokuniabe? How do I pronounce that? I'll call you Moku, and that'll be real easy. Let's look at the arena very briefly. I'm not going to do a full run of it. And then we can circle back, we can watch the commercials, and we can also take a quick look at EX mode. I see. I know what I want. Old reliable. Which... No, that's not old reliable. I can't... Alright, there's gonna be some problems. So I can shake Spark to build that up. Which is a lot easier when we're doing this on emulator. And I could just flick a stick with the emulated motion controls. He is vulnerable. Potion! No, my power! I need it! I'm just a little Kirby, I'm just a small little friend! There we go. Get Mr. Duderlore? I don't know. I can only hope that they finally reveal the truth behind Mr. Duder. Shaking the Wiimote to generate spark is for real exhausting. No! I'm getting like Dreamland adventure. I'm getting adventure here with my power popping up so easily. No, I'm no ability at this game. Okay, I'm sick of doing this. I'm physically getting unwell, shaking the Wiimote. Probably shouldn't have picked Spark. Usual machine hubris. But yeah, there isn't too much more to show. Hey, hold on. I'm quitting. I'm prospering towards the quit button. Ultimately, not too much to show. We showed off Ninja Dojo when I played with Snake Man. We did all of the bonus stages as well, since we did it across 2 parts, so nothing really new to show here. What I could show is EX mode. But I don't want to play all of EX mode because of the unique things in EX mode are pretty deep into the game. So let me switch scenes, switch my arrangement around here. Because this is the last we need of the Wii. Return to the talking time segment. Put desktop audio back on. So, as understandable, EX mode is a hard version, just Sort of like how extra mode in the very original Kirby is. Things have been arranged a little bit to be harder. You have less health, and there's a couple of new elements. Which I didn't open tabs for this, so give me 1 second. I have this here. The main thing is that there's 2 totally new bosses in this mode. See, after Metal General EX, he departs into the background. The stage expands. And what is that? What's this funny robot that we've seen before in a different trailer? With the wrong paint job now. And the correct name, HRD3. So you can see that some of the elements of Kirby from Kirby's GameCube didn't get completely lost as well. You can also see down here in the bottom left, your reduced size health bar. I'd love to, I need to go back and play like EX mode on my own time at some point. Because I just never went and did that. Obviously, as I showed my 0% complete on that. Interestingly enough, it looks like this boss doesn't have phases, though. Like, he doesn't have any sort of desperation attack after he gets to half health. He's just very unvulnerable. Mr. Duder EX! Sorry, every time I see Mr. Duder, it makes me think about Mr. Duder. Ah, he does have a second phase. That's a big-ass health bar to have 2 full phases of. Wow, the long play dies? Come on, buddy. I'm disappointed in long plays. Long play HD, come on. Wow, you even had the attack from the trailer. Look at that. It would be interesting if the upcoming remake of this game includes some more extra content, like bosses like this, where they just sneak them in there for your extra mode. Oh. I need a drill hand. I don't know what's making me take... I know, I probably said this before, but I do need a drill hand. There you go. Well, that's not the only extra boss in this mode. There is one more extra boss. This is some good DDD positioning. I don't want to be in the center stage. I talked about this briefly when we played with Snake Man, but after you beat Magolor EX in this mode, you get a brand new enemy. Magalore Soul. He immediately destroys your fucking super sword power. None of that, he says. It's interesting to see how much of, like, Mark's moveset he has. Or, like, maybe not Mark's moveset exactly, but he feels very much like someone liked Mark's a lot. I would also be fairly curious, probably because of the vibes of these attacks. I wonder what Toby Fox feels of Magalore Soul. So I feel like Undertale, a lot of like the final boss attack patterns in Undertale kind of like remind me of this. Like how the beams, he Garobis into a gap and opens the gap elsewhere. I do love the long plays cheesing this. This is exactly what I would have done if we had streamed this with Snake Man. I'd have been like, all right, it's all you. It's all you. I'm just gonna not die as best I can. Oh, he has ultra powers too? That's fucked up. Oh, come on, long play. I'm so disappointed in you. Let's skip ahead. I'm so spoiled by slouchy long plays that are, you know, just tool-assisted speedruns. Oh, it's Ultra Beam. He wants to show you something. True, true. But like I said, I'm spoiled by the guy who says he is a normal player and just uses TASes. Good old Lord Slouchy. I guess I should have looked up a super play, not a long play. I think we get the picture, though. Come on, lads! Do the final hit, please. Yeah, the music in this game is really good. All of the original tracks, especially this boss fight, are really good. It is a very strong track. I wonder if it's in any of the Smash Brothers games. I have to imagine it is. Pop! Get that crown out of here, Magalore. And we send Magalore to space hell. Back to where he belongs. Okay, we don't need to watch the final cutscene. I believe it's slightly different, but instead, our reward is some commercials.
Alone, they are incredible. Together, unstoppable. They are King Dedede, Meta Knight,
The Curb Vengers.
Waddle Dee. And Kirby. And Kirby. And Kirby. And Kirby. Together, 4 players can control a superpowered Kirby and his sidekicks to battle bosses and bad guys. The new Kirby's Return to Dreamland game, exclusively for Wii. Rated everyone 10 and up.
I feel bad for that commercial, as it is no longer true. Wow, that's the only American commercial?
Cool. I want to be Kirby, be pink and eat up enemies and use their superpowers. I want it to be playtime all the time, not like last year.
They're using the Epic Yarn commercial. It's like
Mommy can help.
pleasant little
Too
British
far.
children playing Kirby,
Please make it funky sound.
cooperating. It is a cute angle to take it from. Just being like, hey, this is a child-friendly game, and it's also a family-friendly game.
Incredibili. Insieme sono inarrestabili.
Where's Tom?
Sono King Dedede.
I need Tom here to translate this commercial.
Waddle Dee. Kirby aspira tutto. Kirby sfera magica. Kirby mega spada. E Kirby martellone. Fino a 4 amici possono giocare contemporaneamente con Kirby in un mondo ricco
Well, we don't
di
need
divertimento.
the same commercial basically in every
Kirby's
language. Let's see what the
Adventure
Japanese
Wii.
commercials are
Sono
like.
Wii.
カービィです。吸って吐いて吸って吐いて敵の能力をコピーして
Dark Souls Kirby?
変身変身スーパー能力で
I'll pass on a Dark Souls Kirby.
能力全開星のカービィ Wii
Oh, Hoshino Kirby Wii.
カービィですスーパー能力です
That's interesting that in the Japanese version it's just Kirby of the Stars
ウル
Wii
トラソードドラゴストーム
and doesn't have like a subtitle. What's the Japanese title of the remake?
能力全
Oh,
開
a character action Kirby game would actually be pretty cool.
カービィです
Look at him go. This is just gameplay.
星のカービィ Wii
Wow, the Japanese commercials don't even have any whimsy. They really were just like, yeah, that's a Kirby game. That's disappointing. Wow. At least there's 4 of them.
1人入ってきました2人入ってきました
Alright, briefly, for me to complain. Where's... No red Kirby? That's weird. That's interesting. They made all the Kirby Nendos. You can go pre-order Waddle Dee Nendo and DDD Wendo. I think Meta Knight Nendo got reissued at some point. They've done Beam and Freeze Kirby, but they haven't done a green Kirby or a red Kirby, so you can't have the team of 4 Kirbys like in Amazing Mirror or Return to Dreamland. I feel really ripped off. That's the reason why. Only reason I bought those is so that I could have the team of Kirbys. But alas, fucking Good Smile playing me as a fool.
合わせて戦いますみんなで何かしそうですこれがカービィの4人プレイです星のカービィ Wii そしてみんな帰っちゃいました
Put all your friends away into your life counter. Okay, I believe that'll actually wrap us up for commercials. I miss video game commercials. I miss the commercials from the 90s. Wii Deluxe. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to assume that what it was called, but then I got distracted. Since it's just called Return to Dreamland DX in English or Deluxe in English. So I think it's time to go back to our 16:9 screen. Turn off the video game capture. I'll get it eventually. And turn on the video game capture. And finally get to what we were here to play. I'll maybe tuck myself back into this corner. Look at him! Aw, GD's got a tummy. Rawr. And here it is. This is to mark Kirby's 20th anniversary, the Dream Collection Special Edition on the Wii. Which, you know what it is? It's an emulation collection. You can play all of these Kirby games on the Wii. Didn't they do the same thing for Mario's? They just reissued like All-Stars for Wii? You have the main Kirby games that weren't like recent releases. Everything that would show up on the Virtual Console. It's here, you can play it. There's also some challenge stages taken from Return to Dreamland. Oops, I pressed too many buttons. My buttons are mapping correctly, but this is fine. Okay, again, mea culpa. I don't own this one. In 2012, when they're like, hey, do you want to buy this thing that has all these Kirby games that you already own that you can already play? I said, no, I own those games. Why would I do this? Regret it immensely, but, you know, we can take a peek here. At least through the power of Dolphin. Yeah, I missed out on the sound disc, but I can just I can get that off the internet pretty easily. And so these were exactly as you expect. I feel like, oh, that's what I didn't look at Return to Dreamland. But I guess we can look at it here, since this is literally just the Return to Dreamland engine. Because we have challenge stages based around each power-up. Oops, that's not the jump button. Nope. That's not the jump button! Come on. Swords! Alright, fine, whatever. I won't fight the swords. The sound isn't that great, the songs just don't even repeat. I figured it would actually just be, like, music from the games, not any remixes. I know it also came with a DVD that had, like, 2 episodes of Right Back At You in it. It wasn't a really, like, a banner sort of release. It was a nice little anniversary present for Kirby's 20th anniversary. Which came with other things, at least. I can just return to Dreamland. Ah, just a silver. Oh, I got it! Hey, let's go. Easy game. Eat shit, Nagalore. Look at that, and then we unlock the next thing. Ooh, you get 3 stars. I could do these other powers. Or I could quit and return to title screen. When I was 10, this collection came out. Buy all of them. Justice Silver, unfortunately, your name is not Golden Hydra. You're gonna have to fucking level up, buddy. Mom too. I mean, honestly, if you didn't already own these games in a way to play, or you like didn't want to save the money to get them off Virtual Console or whatever, like this isn't a bad way to acquire a multiple Kirby games. Like if you only had like Kirby 64, like, oh hey, you can play Kirby's Dream Land here. Kirby's Dream Land 3, which was a fairly notoriously hard game to get. This was literally actually the only one I didn't own. Yeah, if it goes all the way up to like the turn of the millennium. So it basically covers like the first 10 years of Kirby. Aside from things like the fucked up, what's it called? The Puyo Puyo version, Kirby's Avalanche. You don't have that, but do you really need it? And Dream Course. Dream Course is actually probably the bigger loss, because that's actually an original Kirby game. But look at this, it's Dreamland 3 on your Nintendo Wii. This also might have predated when Kirby 64 was available on Virtual Console. I don't know how. Oh, you move so nice in this game. This is what playing this game without input lag is like. This is pretty fricked up. Well, as they said, Air Ride was originally started as Dream Bowl 64, but I don't know why it just never progressed. They never continued with that concept. I'm also fairly surprised there isn't like any sort of indie version, indie-inspired version of Dream Course. Like there's no isometric, oops, I lost the Dream Heart. That's fine, I don't really actually want to play, there we go. Bulby's Dream Course? I've never heard of that. The IP probably feels like it helps out. I feel like you would have to add other things to it. Like you couldn't just make Dream Course again. You'd have to like have your own take on Dream Course, like your own take on isometric golf. Let's talk about the weirdest thing in this collection, though. We have the timeline. The first Kirby game. Oh, we can even predate Kirby before 1992. The Nintendo released the Entertainment System, 1985, the Game Boy, 1989, and the Super Nintendo, 1991. That's why we haven't developed our version of our sequel to Kirby Dream Bowl. 1992, Kirby's Dream Land. The Summer Olympic Games were held in Barcelona, Spain. The Space Shuttle Endeavour made its voyage. Bill Clinton was elected president of the USA. Kirby's Dream Hole. This music is really bad. This might be because I'm streaming at the same time. 1993. Kirby's Adventure and Kirby's Pinball Land. The European Union was founded. Intel released the first Pentium processor. Janet Reno became the first female Attorney General of the USA. True, he is Kirby's president. Their journeys begin together. 1994. The Winter Olympic Games were held in Lillehammer, Norway. A record-breaking 3,011-pound lollipop was made. The first genetically engineered maximum tomato was on sale! The EU is still kicking around. Britain's just not in it. Also, no Kirby games came out in 1994. 1995, though. Kirby's Dream Land 2, Kirby's Avalanche, Kirby's Dream Course. The DVD format wasn't announced. Cal Ripken broke the record for playing his 2,131st consecutive Major League Baseball game. And the Virtual Boy was released. Okay, Cameron, let's calm down. 1996 Block Ball. Do I have Block Ball in here? So here's the cool thing. From here, we can take a little more look at Block Ball. Look at this. Get some music. We can watch the fucking introduction of Block Ball. I don't know why they didn't just include Block Ball. Like, you can just, you own this. This is a HAL-developed game. You can just release this. You could have included this. The Summer Olympic Games held in Atlantic, Georgia. Nintendo released the Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Pocket. 97, we got Star Stacker. UK, ooh, look at this. Big news. UK returned control of Hong Kong to China. The first mass-produced hybrid vehicle, the Prius, launched in Japan. Look at that. They ran out of disc space. This DVD was not 400 or 4 gigabytes big. Nothing happened in 98. Nagano Winter Games. International Space Station assembly began. Game Boy Color, biggest news of the whole year. 99, hot air balloon trip. 6 billion apes on the planet. Kirby appears in Smash Brothers. The video trailer debut. You're right, actually, now that I think about it. There's no way they compressed that video to be smaller than a Game Boy game. Kirby 64. Summer Olympic Games in Sydney. The first residents, George Bush was elected. Banner year. Nothing good happened. Tilden Tumble. 16-year-old cycling on Everest. We got these releases. Oops, wrong button. Like, look at Tilden Tumble. I like that it's gonna play Tilden Tumble music though. Remember simpler times? Remember when we could just play Tilden Tumble? They could have put this game out on the Wii. You had all the necessary things there to make it work. There was an accelerometer in the Wiimote. They should reissue this for the Switch too. Same thing works. You have an accelerometer in the Switch Joy-Con. Release this to the people, HAL Labs, whoever's in charge there now. Hey, 2002. Winter Olympic Games were held in Salt Lake City. East Timor became the first new country in the 21st century. Euro coins and notes entered circulation. Wow. I'll get this correct eventually. Show me that right back at you trailer. Oh, the episodes are just on here. I thought this was on a separate DVD. We're not. I'm gonna resist. I already said I don't want to get my stream dunked. The Human Genome Project was complete. Concorde made its final commercial flight. The Game Boy Advance SP release, all on the Kinside, just in time for Air Ride. The Summer Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece. NASA rover Opportunity and Spirit lands on Mars. Nintendo releases the Nintendo DS. And yet somehow some you fools were buying Game Boy Advance games. They'll never do that. Keep dreaming, Cameron. Maybe some entrepreneuring Android developer will make an emulator that has motion tilt controls simply for tilt and tumble on your phone. Canvas Curse. Danica Patrick completed the first woman to lead in Indianapolis 500. No Stanley Cup since 1919. The Game Boy Micro. That's pretty cool. You just need a Wii to do it. Squeak Squad. Winter Olympic Games are held in Turin, Italy. I don't know why they included the Olympic Games in all of these. Hey, 2006. That's when the Wii came out. Remember 2006? It was only 16 years ago? 2007, nothing happened. Oh, a 10-ton ice cream float was made. Nintendo revealed the Wii Fit balance board. That's fair. That's actual news. News you can use. Hey, thanks Obama. You gave us Superstar Ultra and the DSi. Sonic 06 was released. You're right. Sonic 06 coincided with the Turin, Italy games. Finally, some news relevant to me. They found water. They found my spill that I left on the moon. First time annual global energy use has dropped. The longest total solar eclipse occurred. Good year 2009. Hey, 2010. Epic yarn. Perfect game. What? I spilled some water on the moon and they found it. It was outside though, so it's not my fault. I didn't need to clean it up. I live on the moon, by the way. I'm a moon robot. Coming live from Gagarin Crater. Also the last year, Jesus Christ. Really hopeful memoriam here. Let's put on Epic Yarn music real quick. We literally were just looking at this game. I don't need to actually watch the trailer. Hey, Mass Attack in 2011. Nintendo unveils the Wii U? What's that? Nintendo released a 3DS? What the fuck is that? And 2012. Nintendo unveiled the Miiverse? And we celebrate Kirby's 20th anniversary. Look at that. Wow, over the Sporza, we can see the form where they got the 6 billion. Where is that? $19.99, 6 billion people. 2011, 7 billion people. Look at that. The only social network worth keeping around. Let's watch the trailer for this game. Oh, watch the music video. Oh! Did the 30th anniversary concert ever get uploaded? I missed it because I was unfortunately traveling. I imagine it was just a bootleg upload that's gone. It was only temporarily uploaded? Are you fucking... I have to find an illegal torrent of the 30th anniversary concert to actually watch it? I hate Nintendo so much. Ugh. literally the most exhausting company to ever exist. This isn't Green Greens, this is a melody. Okay, maybe it is just Green Greens. Oh, thank God for archive.org. I'm gonna have to do the same thing after I finish the stream and go eat. Oh, this is just house staff? I didn't even realize. Hold on, I want to see the games. I want to see the games. Show me the games. Oh, a perfect little collage. I wonder, can I inhale like this here? Oh, no, he just gets tuckered out. Okay. That's gonna settle it for Dream Course. But there's one other thing we need to look at while we shut this down. This might be pretty loud. Let me turn this down preemptively. Of course. Hold on, don't mind me. I'll get out of here eventually. Hold on. Alright. Look at this. The fucking loudest game in the universe. So since the 3DS came out, they issued a re-release, a 3D classic version of Kirby's Adventure. This is what we're going to be doing for the next couple of streams, because there's several 3DS Kirby games. Full cartridge releases and downloadable games. But, as we're checking our boxes off, having a look back at the first 20 years of Kirby, let's go all the way back to the second year of Kirby. Yeah! They were doing good work making these ports. This is actually probably the best port of Kirby. Like, I know it fixed a couple glitches. It accurately has, like, all the stuff you'd expect for Kirby's Dream Land. However, this is just Kirby's Dream Land. This is just the game that I played way back in January or February at this point. If this was an actual 3DS, though, you can see that this game was, like, 3D interpolated. And also that there's nothing on the bottom screen. There's nothing going on under me. I'm gonna... Oh, I have an old 3DS. I have a 3DS and a 2DS XL. I'm gonna need to hack that 3DS so I can experience this in proper 3D. Ain't no way this could be a 3D Kirby game. Kirby can't be allowed to contain more than 3 dimensions. I got bad news for you, Rowan. all of these Kirby games on the 3DS, they're mostly actually full 3D games. Kirby is no longer confined to the second dimension. In fact, Kirby will never return to the second dimension until we get into some funny other games. He'll always be made out of 3D. Let me get this fucking food bag, the magic bag of food. I also, like, you can see here, like, on the door, there's some shading on there because you know that it has a 3D effect on it. The sword gets stuck in the Kirby's Adventure logo? Where? Hold on. Where? Oh, off that thing. Hold on. How many times am I gonna restart this to figure it out? You... Alright, let's watch. Hey! This game's full of so many cute little details. But yeah, unfortunately, this is just Kirby's Adventure. It's a very good port. If you have 3D, it's even better. But we played this game already, as stated. This was mostly just to be a quick test to see how 3D emulation goes, or 3DS emulation goes. The emulation on this game is very good, because obviously it's just an NES game port. No polygons involved with this. And ultimately, the bottom screen here, a little redundant. No bonus. Womp womp. But I figured we should take a look at it, just to show that we can play this game, that this game existed. It isn't just a virtual console release. They put some extra effort into this bad boy. But that's gonna wrap us up for this 2 decades of Kirby. In the very close future, we're gonna be playing some more 3DS Kirby games. Once I figure out when, because I'm exhausted and I don't want to play video games ever again. But video games I must. Let's close this bad boy down. Go to the talking time. I'm gonna say thank you for watching today. In the near future, we'll be playing some more Kirby games, including Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot. Planet Robobot's quite a ways away. We got a lot of other interesting little 3DS knickknacks we gotta get through. But I need to go refuel. And I'll catch you all in the next week. Triple P Lux, Cameron. Shaking my head. Shaking my dang head here. So I'm sending you out of here. I got 2 links to send you. Yar Garo Garo and Floor are playing Streets of Rage 1, it looks like right now. I assume Floor has never played Streets of Rage, so if you'd like to see someone get introduced to Streets of Rage 1, you can go to that stream. But today, we're just gonna send a nice little friendly raid to our friend Gamma Chris, because he's playing Final Fantasy IV. I think he's pretty deep into that game, if I remember correctly. I'm looking at the complete party here for the end of the game. So, once again, thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks for the renewed subscriptions. Thanks for the new follows, Themisia. I'll catch you next week when we'll start some more. We'll start the last decade. The most recent decade of Kirby is coming up. Hopefully before the end of December, we'll be able to see all of these games. But for now, I'm out of here. MS Do Svidanya. Bye bye.